Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about one of the most interesting characters in Smash Ultimate, and that is Wolf. But it's not just because of his playstyle, it's because of his history. Throughout Ultimate, Wolf has had so many players pick up the character and do incredibly well for him. Like, he's the only character in the game who has had like 10 people at any point in time be like, yeah, I am the best Wolf player in the world. There's been so many people throughout like year 1, year 2, post quarantine, like right now, that are all in contention for best Wolf, and that usually doesn't happen. Usually one strays away from the pack, but Wolf is the exception. And we start off Ultimate with Leo, Tweak, and Zachary definitely being your best Wolves. Zachary for sure being the best one because Tweak and Leo did switch to other characters. Tweak rather, gave it a pretty good try with the Wolf, and then Leo did it a little bit, but Zachary definitely like made his name with Wolf. Even though he is switched now, it is still like proven that Wolf did work out for him. The nerfs did here a little bit, I will admit, but Wolf is still obviously a broken character. We also have Atorier and Moxie, who were once playing PT and switched to Wolf. I don't know if PT Wolf is like a pipeline, but honestly, I'm here for it because PT is a really cool character, and one of the only characters that like I would be happy with someone switching because it's cool is Wolf, because this character's sick. Also, I want to give a shout out to this run by Wizrobe. I know he's a melee player, 64. I mean melee now, but this run but Smash and Splash is actually unreal, and he did it with Wolf, which I think proves that Wolf is a pretty good fundies character, just because like Wizrobe has those Smash fundies. He's like arguably one of the best Smash players in the world just in terms of like fundies. Like, he's correct at 64, is top 10 in melee when he wants to be, and he had this incredible run at Smash and Splash. We also have Larry Lurr, who is I think the perfect example of, I'm having a character crisis, I don't know who to pick, I'll play Wolf, and then Larry Lurr's like, wait, my Wolf's really good. He does play a bit of Falco now. Actually, he might main Falco now, but he still does have a Wolf for sure, and it is crazy. Like, Larry's Wolf is insane. Also, not a shot at Larry saying he has a character crisis, just like, that's what happened with a lot of top players in Ultimate, and I feel like Larry Lurr was like the example of what happens when you stick with it, and the answer is, it goes pretty well, because I'm pretty sure he has a positive record on Leo, which is kind of crazy. We also have Charlie the King, even though his name is Slippin' Jimmy, it's Charlie, trust me, and I'd be remiss if I made a Wolf video and didn't mention Charlie, even though he is currently inactive. Actually, I think he's been going to a couple locals. Yeah, he went to one in August, so he's like not super inactive, but he hasn't been to a major in a pretty long time, and when he comes back, though, just be ready, because there's going to be hell to pay. And then we also have the new age of Wolf. We have Ouch, Orion, and Jackal. Even though Jackal has been around since, I'm pretty sure, the start of Ultimate, like, he's been pretty prevalent. But Ouch and Orion, I think, are definitely more new age. I know Ouch is, maybe Orion. Actually, Orion had a pretty decent start as well. Okay, but Ouch is New Age Ultimate. He is one of the newer players. He's one of the up-and-comers in the game, and he is incredible with Wolf. And right now, both Jackal and Ouch are in contention for best Wolf players, and that is just, it's so interesting. Like, at any point in time, like, one point it was Charlie, one point it was Tweak, one point it was Zach Ray, one point it was like, I don't know if Larry ever had it because he was like kind of between Charlie and Zach Ray because of COVID. But there's been so many amazing Wolf players at so many points of time. I don't know if it's Jackal Ouch right now. I would probably lean to Jackal as much as it hurts my heart, but I think Ouch has the potential to take it. And there's also a bunch of amazing Wolf players I haven't mentioned. Like, Stocktaker69 is really good. Dexter's really good. Seagull Joe, if he still plays this character, is amazing. Like, there are so many incredible Wolf players, and it just shows that this character, the fundies for this character are unreal. His buttons are insane, and you can also just get really creative with him. And let's just get into the frame data of the character so I can show you guys. But now that we've mentioned a few top Wolves, let's actually get into the character itself. Because Wolf is really dumb, even though he has been nerfed since the start of all, and he got nerfed like pretty hard, honestly, because pre-patch Wolf was like super stupid, but he's still incredible. He has a pretty typical jab. His forward tilt is really good. The move is massive, and it's also an incredible two-framing move. It doesn't kill super early, but like around the ledge for a two-frame especially, you're going to be killing around 150, which is like pretty good, especially considering, again, how big this thing is, and you can angle it up and down, which is always nice. His up tilt is really dumb. It's like Snake up tilt, but like a little worse. It's like the next best thing. It is pretty big. It kills super early. It's like incredibly strong, and the really nice thing about it is this hitbox right here, that little top part, is still super strong. You don't have to get the sweet spot for it, which is always nice one. And that's like a thing about Wolf a lot. It feels like if you're hitting the sweet spot or the sour spot, it's just working out, because you have conversions off the sour spots, or they just kill, and then the sweet spots obviously hit like a truck. His down tilt is a pretty good poking move, good two-frame move, can send at a tech chase angle sometimes. Dash attack is pretty good. Dash attack is just a great burst range move. It's fairly quick. Frame 11 isn't like the fast dash attack in the world, but it's pretty nice. It kills really early, like around like probably 130, 120-ish. You're going to be dying at the ledge, especially if you have a little bit of rage with Wolf. And the sweet spot, or like at least for the sweet spot, the sour spot isn't as strong. It does tend straight up though, which is like, I guess like if you're getting desperate for the kill, that's always nice that you can get like kind of towards there's like 160%. It's going to start killing. I don't know the exact percent for the dash attack, like sour spot specifically, but it is still decently strong. And now his forward smashes, or his forward smashes, his smash attacks. His smash attacks are really, really good. Wolf forward smash is super strong. It is so strong. And I feel like Wolf players just kind of throw this move out as a heat check. And it works very well. Like, it's so dumb. It's also minus 10 on shield for a smash attack, which is really good. Like, I feel like that's something that people don't talk about enough. That move is so dumb. You can just kind of throw it out. You can heat check people. It's really strong, and it kills at like 70. His up smash is also an incredible out of shield option, as well as having this like massive scoop hitbox. It's like unreal. It kills decently early. It's nothing like crazy in the kill power, but just the scoop box is really strong. And then his down smash is also incredibly strong. Like, this thing will kill you super early. It's also massive. It is disjointed, which is always nice. You can 2-frame with it. It ain't pretty nerf, but it is still a very good move. Next up, we have his aerials, and Wolf also has dumb aerials. His neutral layer is broken. These type of layers usually are, but this one it hands at such a good angle. You can get kill confirms off it pretty early on into side B, even though they are like kind of suicide kill confirms. They're still very good to have, and it's just like, it's massive. It combos into a bunch of stuff. It's just like, it's such an impressive move to just throw out, just to be like lingering, having these lingering hitboxes, especially for the edge guard as well. Even though Wolf will be going for a 2-frame more often than not, having these like edge guarding hitboxes are always nice. And when you're a fast forward like Wolf, where you can kind of mix up your timing of the sour spot, sweet spot, and air, it is always nice as well. His forward air is a great combo move. It's also disjointed, which is always nice. Even though it's not like the biggest disjointed hitbox, it is something to consider. And it's just very quick. It's a great combo move. You can kill confirm into it, specifically into that beautiful back air. Wolf's back air is so dumb. They didn't playtest that move. They just, like, they put it on Wolf. They said, damn, that looks cool. And to be fair, it does look cool, but it's also super stupid. This move kills incredibly early with the sour spot, or the sweet spot, rather. I think it can be confirmed into side B, which is really stupid, like towards the lower percents. It is comboable into, like I mentioned earlier, and you can kind of just spam it, not to the extent of a Fox back air, but still the same idea, just like kind of slower. It is so dumb, and it's also massive. Like, this move should not be as big as it is. It's ridiculous. Wolf's up air is also just a decent juggle move. It can start killing towards those like pretty high percents if you hit them up like I'd say like around 130. If you're hitting them like halfway up through the air, they might start dying, but it's not like, it's just kind of like your typical juggle up air. It is, again, disjointed, not a ton, but something to consider. Disjoints are always nice in this game. And then his down air is really strong, very big. And that's kind of it about it. I feel like that's a lot of Wolf stuff, though. It's either this like insane stupid combo move, or it's just massive and kills you at like 40. And the back air, or the down air rather, is one of those kills you at 40 moves. This thing, if you get hit off stage, you're probably gonna die. Next, we have his specials. Wolf's specials allow you to get so creative. His gun is just a pretty typical gun. I will say, though, having a hitbox on your projectile is like, or like the laser hitbox is really cool, but really dumb. Like, he shouldn't have that. That should be like the point. It's like, oops, I accidentally fired at close range and you got close to me. Anyways, take like 10% because you were close to me when I was shooting a projectile. The thing you're supposed to be doing. It is really dumb. It hits for like, I think it's like what? 8% mid shot with the laser, which is like way too much for a projectile like that. It's like, it's big, it's annoying to deal with, and it's not something you can, it's not like a Link or like a young Link arrow that like you always have to be dealing with, but it's something Wolf players can throw out there just to get like a free 10% or like almost 10%, and it's just pretty annoying to deal with. His side B is interesting. Side B for Wolf is a really versatile move, because one, it's a recovery move, which is always nice, but the spike hitbox on it is interesting. And want to know why it's interesting? You could combo into it with, I think, you can combo into it, I'm pretty sure, with Nair, pretty sure with back air, I know with down B, I'm pretty sure with forward air. You could probably get like a fake combo with a down throw into it. He just has so many ways to hit you with a side B, and it's just so dumb. He shouldn't have it. Like Charlie the King, I put this set on for a reason. I don't know if he has done it yet this game because I haven't been watching. He will just go for these side Bs off of confirm and kill you at like 50. It is unreal. Wolf is throwing out these like insanely oppressive moves with these big hitboxes, and they hit you so hard, and then you die at like 50 off stage to like this Wolf Flash, and it makes recovering against him or like IRS edge guarding him really scary because you just don't want to get reversaled and die at 30 because that spike hitbox is super strong, and the sour spot is still very very strong. Like you're gonna be dying to the sour spot like towards the ledge like around 100%. Like that thing will blow you up. Now, his up B is also very interesting. His up B has footstool out of shield up B, which kills you incredibly early because you can like kind of maneuver your way across. If you're like mid stage, you can take them to the edge of the stage. You can take them straight up. Like his up B out of shield option is very good, even though he does have up smash. Like up B out of shield just has a ton of options. That move is also super strong for no reason. Like it did not need to be that. It did not need to hit that hard. Like it is very, very dumb. And his down B is also, again, it is a combo move for some reason, and having a reflector is always nice. Now, getting on to his grabs are pretty typical. He has a pretty nice back throw, I will say. It does kill, not like incredibly early, but I'd say like around like those 140, 130% towards the ledge, you're going to start killing with back throw, which is always nice. Having a killing back throw that isn't like a Swordy's up throw that kills you at like 200, 190 is so crucial to having like a good character. Like obviously you don't need it, but it's just like, can you imagine a character like Fox with a killing back throw like Wolf has? He would be the best character in the game. Like this just, it makes Wolf so much better. It makes it better in the scramble because like you have to be afraid of shielding now, which is kind of like your thing where it's like, okay, I'm safe now, and Wolf says no you're not, and that's just really scary. His down throw is also a very good combo move, and then his up throw and his forward throw aren't anything crazy, though his up throw does give you into the juggle, and Wolf's juggling is pretty decent. I think I undersold it with the up air. Now, moving on to his stats aren't like insane. He's a frame 2 air dodge, I believe. Yeah, frame 2 air dodge, which is always nice. He is not super heavy. He is a fast faller, which is interesting in certain matchups. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. He's pretty quick with an initial dash of 2.09. That's actually very good. And then his airspeed isn't like anything insane. But again, you are a fast faller, so you don't really need that much good airspeed because you're going to be getting down pretty quickly, and you have better mix-up timing with fast fall air dodge and fast fall nair or fast fall do nothing. Like, Wolf's disadvantage is not incredible, but like just in general as a spacey, you're gonna have a pretty decent disadvantage. Except like Falco, I feel like Falco's pretty floaty, but maybe that's just me. Also, I lied about Falco. They do have the same fastball speed. I don't know what I was on about. But the grand conclusion, what makes Wolf so versatile is being able to be played by so many different people at a top level throughout the game's different metas, throughout like these like super rush down metas, throughout the meta run now, which is like kind of more slow paced. What is making it so Wolf can be so good? And it's because Wolf's tempo is so easily changeable. You can play like really slow, really calculated, really safe, or you can play super aggressive and throw out these insane options. I think moves that capitalize on this very well are these forward smashes, these back airs, and these side Bs that Wolf players can throw out. And also having a projectile that does 8% is always nice for a tempo change. But Wolf, what a lot of players in Wolf, or a lot of Wolf players will do, is they'll just sit there in neutral and they'll just dash around. And it feels like this fake pressure that they're creating. But what they're doing is they're waiting for their whiff punish because Wolf's whiff punish game is so unreal. And you have different ways to do this. You have players like Jackal, who is typically more reserved, at least like in comparison to the person I'm comparing against, Ouch. I think Ouch and Jackal, as of right now, are like the two top reps, and they are like kind of polar opposite players of how to play the game. Jackal is like, he's more calm, he waits for you to make a mistake, whereas Ouch is trying to force these openings constantly with this insane pressure. And both ways work. Not saying Jackal doesn't like force pressure, by the way, because Jackal does have these like insanely aggressive moments, which is why it makes him such a good player. It's like when you're playing like really slow and then you ramp it up, it is so hard to play against. Like that tempo change is just incredible. And that is why, again, I do think Jackal is the best Wolf. For now, Ouch, we'll get there, I believe. But Wolf has a lot of options that you can just throw out. Well, I guess not just throw out, but use to like your advantage to have like these super scary things that you just always have to be ready for. Like, once you're at like 70%, if you get hit by a forward air, you're probably going to die. Or if you get hit by a back air, you're probably going to die. You have to be aware of these things at all time. You can't just mash on a shield. He has a kill throw, which is always nice for that consistency level. Like, Wolf just allows the player to be so creative and play their own use, and I think that is what makes him such a good character. And I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what kind of character you guys want for this next type of video. I will say it won't be the style of Wolf because I do truly think he is the most unique character in the game in this sense. Maybe the only other one like this would be Snake, which honestly that's probably the next one if you guys do want this type of video again. But let me know who you want. Thank you for support. It means the absolute world to me. Scuff World Tour video will be coming out tomorrow. I just didn't want to wait any longer for the brackets to come out. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to sub. All that yada yada. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.